Tonight, we are talking to Sigourney Weaver and Elizabeth Banks about their new movie called Jane. Let's take a first look.
That's the only option.
We could ask the board for permission to perform an emergency termination.
Is there a chance that she can survive the pregnancy?
Maybe 50%.
Resulting in the birth of a healthy child.
I'm here. I'm right here.
I vote no, gentlemen.
No.
No. No.
No.
No.
You read the script, you know the story, you get a feel for your character. What made you go, absolutely, yes, I'm in?
I had not read a story that was a coming of age of someone who's 40. That usually happens when you're 18. And I really felt like this was somebody whose life doesn't get started until they make this very life-affirming choice for themselves. And when they take sort of control and power back and then realize what else they could do with that. And the time that they get, you know, this is somebody who's facing life or death. And in that moment, when she chooses life for herself, realizes she has a lot more to do with that life. And when you get that second chance, what do you make of it?
You know, it just seemed like we needed to all be reminded of who is the main player in this situation. Reframe the story back to the woman who's, you know, at such risk during this whole event, who needs our understanding, our love, our support, doesn't need her act to be criminalized. And you know, that's the big difference between before Roe versus Wade, because I am that old to remember. You know, the lack of compassion, the desire to punish, and to give the rapist rights. I mean, I'm just like, what is going on? So this movie is about women coming together, taking care of each other. I think it, potentially will send waves all through women's communities, because it also shows how effective we can be.
This moment to me means get out and vote, get out and support. I can't vote, but I can give a monthly donation to Planned Parenthood, Abortion Care Network. I feel like that's what it means to me. Let's make sure that this post-Dobbs world, people get support. We don't have to go back to pre-Wade, Roe.
Get in. No, this is not a taxi. You sit up front with me.
Oh. You're going to rest for a few hours.
Which one of you is Jane?
We're all Jane.
Let's just talk a little bit about what it means for you to have been a part of this film.
Oh man, well, obviously this is a topic and a conversation that it's so unfortunate how relevant it is right now, and so to be a part of that conversation and keeping that going, keeping it in the public eye, and just making it more an accessible conversation, I think is super, super important, and I'm really honored to be a part of that.
You started this film, when you started to write it, what was your vision for it? What kind of message did you want to tell?
Well, believe it or not, when we started this, we were researching the history of Planned Parenthood, thinking we would do a film about that. And actually, while researching it, we found this story of the Jane Collective, which seemed like a much more contained and accessible story at the time, and one that nobody had heard of. And at the time, everybody told us not to write this film because it was too polarizing an issue in this country. And the amazing thing is, I'm really glad we didn't listen to them, because now it is such an important part of the conversation.
This is not a documentary about something that happened way back in our past and that we can intellectually consider. This is a story that many people and more people are living right now. More people will be living tomorrow. And we all need to understand that this isn't what comes next. This is happening right now.
So what advice can you offer women today and everybody out here who's screaming for their right to choose? What words of wisdom do you have?
Well, what words of wisdom do I have? My words of wisdom for those who are seeking care right now is to know that there's a place to turn to and someone to call. I apologize for it being confusing and too hard, but there are a lot of people in the world fighting.
What did you want to show specifically about the Jane Collective?
We were just making a movie about a collective action and how much better it is when people work together.
So, if there's any one takeaway that you want people to get from watching this, what would it be?
Have a little empathy.
I need help. I don't know what to do. This is my 4th message. I'm losing my grip. I can't tell my parents.
You have to go back.
Never ever ever gonna lose control. Never ever ever, so help my soul. Everything I do is worth waiting for.
Let's get to work.